I told Tank know what's up. You know what I mean? He know what he up against when he fights Shakur or Keyshawn. You know what I mean? He want to fight these guys that everybody in the world know they ain't gonna give him no fight. They not mentally there.
After Keyson's impressive performance against Dennis Binnick, it was only a matter of time before the boxing community started taking notice. However, the strongest voice has come from Terence Crawford, a close friend of Keyson. Recently, Crawford boldly called out Gervonta Davis on X, urging him to stop avoiding the challenge and face Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis in the ring.
Hey Shakur, like I was telling Bud, it's either you or Keyshawn's gonna get tanked, so the walls are closing in. So awesome.
It's gonna be him though.
It makes sense. He's closer.
Big brother first.
Absolutely.
It's well known that Shakur and Kizan are close with Crawford, so fans see this as Crawford trying to push Tank into these fights by hitting him where it hurts. But the call-out feels more like Crawford stirring the pot than a real challenge. Davis is a solid fighter, but Keyson hasn't been impressive enough to catch Dan's attention. His showings against Miguel Mato and Nair Albright were underwhelming, and let's not forget about Andy Cruz.
I was fighting before I had gloves on, you know what I'm saying? And, I've been in the ring with Tank twice already, sparring him, you know what I'm saying? And, if he wasn't the top dog and somebody else was the top dog, I'd be calling that person out. But since he's the top dog, I'm calling you out because I know I can whoop you.
Cruz beat Keyson 4 times in the amateurs and embarrassed him at the 2020 Olympics. If Keyson can't even get past Cruz, why would Jant waste his time? Tank doesn't need to help Crawford's gym mate build his name. If Crawford wants Keyson to rise, he should focus on Cruz first. Until then, Keyson doesn't belong in the conversation, says Dan.
I would love to fight the face of boxing in the 135 division. I would love to fight light skin, but I just don't. You know who it is. I just think he don't got the balls to fight me. Our characters like.
Crawford's public digs at Gervonta were sparked by Tank's recent comment. Vaughn had already called out Crawford on X, saying, "I all think Crawford is chasing greatness. He's not. He's just doing it for the money." Tank's remark hit Crawford's legacy narrative hard. Crawford's move up 2 weight divisions to fight Canelo is portrayed as chasing greatness, but Tank sees it as a payday. If Crawford cared about legacy, why skip to Canelo? Moving to 168 first would have been a better move. The Canelo fight feels more about money than legacy.
Gonna be a great fighter.
He's calling for Tank. Now
He beats Tank.
Yeah, you think so?
Keyshawn Davis beats Tank, in my opinion.
Crawford didn't hold back, saying, "Danta, I got bigger fish to fry. Grow some balls and fight Shakur Stevenson or Gervonta Davis. Stop being scared. That's probably why you ran your girl over and beat her, because you don't have any nuts and she knows it." That wasn't just a call out, it was a low blow. Bringing up Danta's past made it personal. If Crawford thought this would shame Tank into a fight, he clearly doesn't understand Tank's mindset. All it did was fuel the fire.
This Keyshawn, this new guy, he's 140 pounds. He's not bad.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Davis. That's him right there.
Crawford's frustration likely stems from his poor numbers. His fight with Israel Madoff only pulled in 75,000 to 100,000 buys, which is disappointing for a top pound-for-pound fighter. He's never been a PPU star like Tank, whose name guarantees big buys. As for Dan versus Shakur Stevenson, don't count on it. Shakur might be undefeated, but he's often seen as boring, while Tank is a showman with knockout power and a personality that sells.
It's two 135 division champions that I would love to fight, you know, but if they got the guts to step in the ring with the businessman, tell them send me a contract or I send it.
Shakur, on the other hand, might put casual fans to sleep. From a promotional standpoint, Tank would be carrying all the weight. Why would he take a fight where he does all the heavy lifting? Eddie Hearn thinks he can turn Shakur into a global star, but that seems unlikely. Maybe Shakur could gain some attention in the UK, but in the US, where entertainment standards are high, he doesn't have the star power. In America, you need more than just talent. You need charisma, excitement, and that it factor. Shakur lacks that, and Hearn's history of hyping fighters who fall short doesn't help.
I mean, you gotta ask him those type questions. Like, at this point, like, y'all can't ask me those questions. I'm not in a position to send him a contract. I'm not in a position to be like, yo, I'm fighting him this year. I'm not in that position yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop asking me those questions. All respect, you know what I'm saying?
No, you good.
And for every interviewer that's gonna watch this, don't ask me that question no more. Ask him that question. When are we gonna fight?
Boxing in the US is different. While stars like Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua are big in the UK, they wouldn't have the same impact in the States. In the US, it takes both talent and showmanship, and Tank has that. Crawford's jabs at Gervonta Davis are just attempts to stir up drama, but Tank isn't interested. Tank knows his worth and isn't here to help Crawford's friends build their names. If Crawford wants to make waves, he should focus on his own fights, not dragging others into his circle. This Crawford-Tank feud is heating up, but if Crawford thinks shaming Tank will work, he's wrong. Tank's not scared, just smart. Until Crawford's crew proves they deserve a shot at Dan, all the talk won't change anything. He sent Davis' knockout of Dennis Baroni on Valentine's Day sent shockwaves through boxing. His 4th-round KO not only made him the mandatory challenger for the WBO lightweight title, but also reignited his call for a fight with Tank. Keyshawn didn't hold back, shouting, "Hey Dan, knock knock," to the crowd with a challenge no one can ignore.
That'll definitely be next 2025. We got big plans for everybody in the boxing world. Hey, Gervonta, knock knock.
Keyshawn the one that can crack their Gervonta code?
Gervonta can be beat easily, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, we hear you say he could be beat easily. Why?
Yeah, he could be beat easily because he's just a basic type of dude with a lot of power.
He act like he couldn't get a lot of people in the ring, right? Why didn't he try to get a Edwin De Los Santos? Why wouldn't that be the fight that you want? Since you want to talk bad about me, fight somebody that I fought. Go ahead. And you talk bad about my performance during it, so go outperform me.
How can you, all that's just okay. How can you stop people that can actually hit? No matter all that boxing, you going to get hit.
It was fun, I ain't gonna lie, because I like a dude that ain't scared of me too, you know what I'm saying? Because niggas be scared, I ain't sugarcoat, you know what I'm saying? Niggas be scared in there, you feel me? That's why I love sparring Terence.
He's now the new face of boxing. What do you think?
For sure, he face some boxing. I don't have no problem with saying that, you know what I'm saying? Like, he deserves everything that's coming to him. He's the face of boxing for sure.
And he's that guy. You talked about how good Shakur is.
I thought he was a tremendous talent. I still think he is. And I think he'll beat any lightweight with the possible exception of Keyshawn Davis.
That's a fight we probably will never see, huh?
That's neither guy wants to fight.
With you being a world champion now, how big of a fight is Davis versus Davis?
Shit, y'all tell me.
Big fight. Hey, Keyshawn, question. Do you feel like you put the 135-pound division on notice tonight?
I feel like they was already on notice, but now that I'm a world champion, they can't deny me now.